Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am working on week 8 in my 2023 Project Life album. I'm using a stash kit this week, but the stash kit's a little bit different to normal. I've got these 3x4 and 4x6 cards. I put them together with my patrons like more than a year ago, I think. And what they were is I had taken a whole bunch of my huge stash of rounded corner cards, which I haven't used for many years. And I decided that I had to make them usable, otherwise they had to go. So I had combined and cut up and restitched and reconfigured all these cards to make them square corner cards. And then I've kind of grouped them. I ended up with 2 kits really. So I've grouped these ones together. They were kind of teal, coral, and maybe sort of neutrals, I guess. And the other one was a bit brighter, a bit more kind of pinks and yellows and a bit kind of, like summery kind of colors. So apart from the cards, I went ahead and went through my stash and pulled out a bunch of kind of embellishments and alphas that went with the kit. So again, I was kind of looking at those like corally pink colors, teals, and just anything that I could use kind of neutral really. So I've got a bunch of old alphas and a bunch of puffy stickers and enamel dots, that sort of thing. And I'm going to keep things just really simple. The cards probably ended up being like more not as simple as what regular Project Life cards probably would be, so they don't need a whole lot in the way of kind of embellishing. I used my 4x6 card down the bottom here and actually kind of turned it into a 3x4 because I had an extra 3x4 photo. Some of these ones I've picked purely because of like what the card said. So like this one, for instance, from where I stand, and it's very hard to tell from that photo, but there is a tiny picture of my head in the mirror in that photo. So it doesn't need any other kind of embellishment on it. So the 3x4 that was a 4x6, I just took that straight to my typewriter and typed some journaling onto the white space down there. There wasn't a lot. It's a bit messy at the end, but it's okay. Then I added a puffy sticker from Citrus Twist. It says behind the camera, which is me, referring to me. I'm behind the camera taking a photo of Shane. We went to get some blood tests done, so that was a fun anniversary present there. That was basically what my story was about. And then to kind of join it on to the photo next to it, I added a few little kind of enamel dots. So they create this wee embellishment cluster, even though they're going across 2 different photos. Now my little live stream photo here, I added a tiny word sticker. There were super old ones from crepe paper, but I really loved the kind of rosy gold metallic. I'm kind of embracing that with this spread, so as well as kind of picking out the corals and golds the corals and pinks for my alphas. I did end up grabbing a couple kind of more rosy gold ones as well too. So I've got these ones from Citrus Twist. They're just my favorite. I love them so much. I've got another set from Rosie Studios there too that I'll use as well. So I've got this real theme going in the embellishments that I'm using. We got a new TV this week, so I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I cropped my photo really specifically to kind of crop out all the other junk from our living room that was in the photo. So it's just a big picture of the TV, and I decided to keep it really simple. I just used the word hello in those rose gold alphas. But I really wanted to kind of put something into the middle of the O, like it felt like it needed an extra sticker, and luckily I had these kind of neutral puffy hearts there with a white one. Just gives it a little bit more detail without being kind of too over the top. Now I did add a filler card just because I kind of wanted to use up an extra one of these cards. That's the whole point of using my stash kits. So there's an extra 3x4 spot in there, so I didn't need to do anything to it. Like the hard work's already been done. It does have a little bit of stitching around the edge, as do a couple of these cards, so it just gives it a little bit more extra detail. And then for my title card, I'm keeping it really simple. I got these tall, skinny number dies from scrapbook.com, so I grabbed some kind of coral colored cardstock out of my stash and I just die cut the 8 One of the reasons that I pulled out the little Rosie Studios font, I was going to say font alpha for this week is because I've got the 3x4 title card here. It's like a little bit smaller, obviously. Sometimes I have been using just the W and K, but I still love writing the whole word week, even if it does mean that I use up all of my E's. These ones here, I still have tons of them left, so I'm going to use the rosy gold kind of metallic, and they're kind of like foil stickers, so they're a little bit loosey-goose. I do end up having to pull these off because I didn't really plan. I just went ahead and sort of started sticking stuff down, and I'm going to add the 8 at the end, which you saw me just run through my Xyron machine because I didn't realize quite how skinny those alpha dies actually are. They're very skinny, as you can see. The Xyron made it a little bit easier, and when I went to put it down, I realized just how unbalanced that word week was. So I'm going to carefully peel some of these off. So I added the 8 to be kind of visually the same distance apart as where I hope all of these alphas will end up. I did tear the paper just a tiny bit there. And I kind of ripped the E. Like I said, they're very thin foil letters, so I'm being very careful taking off the last one. I did have to use the extra E there just to balance it out. Once I got it centered, it was a little bit more to my liking. And again, with the 3x4 cards, I don't often have enough room to date stamp them, so I'm just not worrying about it. They're bookend on either side with the dates, so it's fairly obvious what the dates are. And that's it. That's this spread all done. Hey, thanks for watching today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you want to keep watching, there are a couple of videos on screen. Otherwise, I'll see you again really soon. Bye.